The more Donald Trump talks, the deeper of a hole he'll dig for himself. So it's great that he is actually going to testify.
Well, we are within that 2-hour window right now where former President Donald Trump will enter this courthouse behind me. He'll head on up to the third floor into room number 300, where he will be asked to step up onto the witness stand and testify under oath. Remember, this is a New York civil trial in which he could lose future control of his company. Former President Donald Trump is set to take the witness stand today in the New York civil fraud trial. His testimony could determine the future of his real estate empire. New York Attorney General Letitia James accused Trump and his adult sons of fraud, overvaluing their properties to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars so that they could get better interest rates. Trump condemns the legal process.
We have a corrupt Attorney General that brought this case so that she could be elected governor, and that fails, so this get elected governor, and she continues on with this. Thank you very much.
The former president's turn on the witness stand comes after Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump testified last week. They both held senior positions in the Trump organization, but told prosecutors they knew very little about the finances and followed advice from accountants and lawyers. Ivanka Trump tried to avoid taking the stand because she's not named in the lawsuit, but Judge Arthur Goron rejected her request because she still has financial connections to the family business.
They dragged Don and I and Ivanka into it as collateral damage. They only want our names in this thing because it sensationalizes the case. We've done absolutely nothing wrong. We have a better company than they could have ever imagined.
Well, if you done nothing wrong, then you got nothing to worry about, which means you got nothing to hide.
Okay, everyone, so remember that this is the second phase of this trial. Judge Arthur Goron has already determined that fraud was committed, that the former president, along with his sons, committed fraud, overvaluing their properties to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars so that they could get better interest rates from banks and better insurance rates. The secondary portion will determine liability. It will ultimately be up to the judge to determine that liability. So how much money could they potentially have to repay? That's what the judge will determine. And it could also determine the future control of their company and their